all been watching the news. You know, Harry and Meghan moved to Santa Barbara. Is this what Harry really wants? Let's just ask. Okay, so justice reversed. It just flipped out. He's something out of balance with Prince Harry. Is this what Prince Harry really wants? Does he really want to be in Santa Barbara? Three of Wands reversed, feeling like you cannot plan ahead. Hanged Man, feeling uncertain. Six of Coins, looking to make money. Eight of Cups reversed, not fully leaving the past in the past. Two of Wands, caught between two sides, trying to use temperance but charging ahead forward, wanting to come out from feeling left out in the cold. Eight of Cups reversed, not fully walking away from the past. I feel like he's very torn. I don't feel like his heart is fully into this. That's my automatic intuitive feeling of this. I feel like he really wants to do what his wife wants. But I feel like because he's been such a good, supportive husband for so much of this relationship, and don't twist my words or get me wrong, he's a big boy. He could say no or put his foot down at any point. We don't need to, poor Harry, you know, he's just a little young man being led around by this evil woman. They're only like 2 or 3 years apart. They're peers. That's peers. They're in the same generation, okay? I consider somebody 4 years up and down from me, 5 years up and down, my generation. Millennials stretch, I believe, from 1980 down to 1996. So typically anybody in your generation is going to understand you and be your peer, especially people who are both in their 30s or late 30s, early 40s, okay? I'm younger than Meghan, but a little bit older than Harry, or at the same age as Harry. I'm not sure how old he is right now. I think I'm the same age as him. We're all peers, okay? If I knew them, I'd consider them the same age. So we don't need to make excuses and say, poor Harry is being led around by this woman. But just because we don't say poor Harry, or I'm not going to say poor Harry, like to excuse his just letting her do everything, doesn't mean that he wouldn't have reservations. And I'm already seeing in the cards that, again, mountain, the mighty enemy that you must traverse over, doing this for love, but the mighty obstacles that you must cross over. That's what the mountain means. Wanting honor still, wanting to be respected still, but feeling like you're stuck at a crossroads where there might be calamities or ruin or misadventures. So he is definitely questioning his choices, and he really wants to focus on positive empire, positive results, success, but he fears unlucky events. And so he does feel torn, leaving behind his old life. He's looking for recognition, success, and a happy life. But at the same time, there's a little bit of sadness associated with this, and he doesn't know if this was the best decision to make. So I think it's very push-pull, hanged man, torn energy with him. He's very uncertain about it. Again, not feeling stable, the Emperor reversed, not feeling like he's fully happy with this change. Nine of Swords, very worried. And again, how the Queen feels about him, Queen of Swords reversed. It's like he misses them, and he wanted to put his wife first because he felt like that's what he should do, what a man does. But how much are you going to keep putting all of her desires first at this point? To be as unbiased as I possibly can, it looks like she's controlling most of the relationship at this point, because every decision now just seems like what she wants, what she wants, what she wants. What about what he wants? And I think that it's kind of getting forgotten and left by the wayside because he just keeps saying yes. So let's go into his feelings, past, present, and future. Past, present, and future. How does Harry feel about Santa Barbara? Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles, Four of Swords, deception, and heartbreak. So there was some strong connection with Kate as his sister-in-law, and he felt at peace speaking to her and having that connection, and she felt taken aback for some reason by their departure, maybe because they weren't told before it happened. She felt deceived, and there's still some hurt feelings there with him and William as well. He is focused on his wife. He loves his wife, but at the same time, he feels like he's feeling the karma of the decision, meaning he's getting homesick. He feels burdened. He's losing hope. He feels like the wind knocked out of his sails somehow, Ace of Wands. So don't be deceived by his happy demeanor. There is something associated with him that's not feeling fully into the relationship. And quite honestly, what I predict is he very much loves his wife. And I think he was always more into her than she was into him. I think that their main source of conflict that's eventually going to snowball is the fact that he said yes too many times. This relationship, and as unbiased as I can, doesn't look like a compromise. It looks like a she wants, and then at the end of the day, or at the end of several years, he's going to start to think, wait a minute, what do I want? And is that all her fault? No, because he's the one who keeps saying yes. He could put his foot down, make boundaries, and say no, but he's not doing it because he loves her so much, right? He loves her, the young woman, so much, and he wants this positive relationship, which he still feels that he's the luckiest guy alive to get her and to write this new story with her, and everybody's watching them. But in the end, it's inevitable that he's going to feel some kind of loss or something was stolen from him with the mice. He's trying to look at the beautiful aspects of life and his marriage right now, but I foretell bad luck in the future. I'm not wishing this upon them, but I see this mostly coming to a head because he just said yes so many times. And even in a marriage, you need to have boundaries as well. And in this marriage, it's a matter of him being more into her than she is into him. I mean, anybody who has a discerning eye could tell this from the very beginning on the engagement interview that he was more into her. I feel like he's going to be transformed and use divine feminine intuition, throw himself into work, but then he's going to want to walk through a different door eventually. I feel like he's going to confide in Kate or somebody who is an earth sign energy about, am I ever going to be enough for her? Is anything ever going to be enough for her? Because it's going to feel like after a while that he's always striving. Ultimately, the never-ending striving, I think, is what's going to break them apart in the end. I think that it's going to be all compromise on his side, and it's going to turn into not much compromise on her side, and then he's going to partially lose himself in this. And again, I don't act like he's some innocent, naive, young guy. They're peers, regardless if she's a little older, they're peers. They're the same generation, they're millennials. Millennials is actually 1996, I believe, to 1980. I'm in that generation. So whatever decisions he made, he's responsible for as well, but this is the end result that I see. If you'd like to see the extended video, subscribe to my Patreon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.